Okay, so we're back. And if you are feeling like you're letting your dog down and you want to handle your dog confidently and walk out of the ring feeling pride with how you handled, I can help. Or if you're doing well in competition and you want to take your competing to the next level, you're going to see how mental mastery can get you there easier and faster. So you all know by now, I'm Dr. Kathy McAleese. I am the founder of Mental Mastery. And during our time together today, I'm going to outline how you can get the fun and motivation back in your competing and training, and go further than that, so you can handle confidently and leave the ring feeling proud of what you've done. More importantly, I'm going to show you how to get there with a lot more ease. And it's all because of the success path that I have developed behind Mental Mastery. However, before we even get to those details, let's take a step back. In order to get the fun back in training and competition and to feel motivated, we've got to understand where you're working from. So, if you're feeling like a failure, if you're feeling like you're letting your dog down, why do you even want to know more? Because that's the important bit, that you're here. Even if you feel like that, you're here. And it's that is significant to me. What is it that means that you haven't made the progress that you know you are capable of? Well, here's a fact. Simple fact. Old habits stop people from getting what they want more than anything else. Old habits keep you stuck. And there's so much of that happens on a subconscious level. All right? And, if we're going to be honest about this, dealing with the unhelpful nerves and self-doubt can be tough. Like, I'm not going to, dress it up, but you don't need me to tell you, it can be tough. But worse are the negative thoughts and the doubts that creep in. And if you've ever asked yourself, what is wrong with me? Or, why can't I get this right? It's okay. That is totally normal. You are not a freak. It's fine. And, to be honest, a lot of competitors have had these very thoughts. And I've been there. I have driven home from shows feeling like crap, replaying all my screw-ups and, just sort of going to myself like, all of the above, what's wrong with me? Why can't I just do this? Why can't I just run like I do in training? Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. To make matters worse, it seemed like other people doubted me too. And if you can identify with that, you know how it feels. If someone close is questioning what's important to you, it sucks, right? That doesn't feel good. And then for me, I went, enough. I can either let this stuff become my truth, like it's gospel, like it's set in stone, like it's the way things are and the way that they've got to be. And as a consequence, I can stop it or let it stop me from getting what I want. Or I can tap into that energy. I could tap into all the sideways energy I was wasting on feeling frustrated and worried and nervous and, everything I was putting out for this piece of my heart at the other end of the string. I could take all that energy and channel it into getting better, into changing things, into doing things that would actually be a hell of a lot more fun and get me closer to achieving my goals. And, like we all know, worrying takes a lot of energy. I mean, it's exhausting, isn't it? You maybe come home from a show and you're worn out. Well, it wasn't the raking around the field for 30 seconds or a minute at a time. that exhausted you. It may well have been all the nervous energy that you were expending outside the ring, worrying about, you know, walking the course and who was going to be watching and who else was in the class and what your dog was going to do and which dog was going to turn up and whether your pants would stay up and, you know, and where would you screw it up this time? And then what would everybody else think? And would you be the only one of your friends that wasn't getting rosettes and blah, 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 blah. That's exhausting, you know? Or was that just me? Maybe that was just me. Maybe I'm the only one who's ever gone through that. I don't think so. So the great news is, if you feel this way, it is actually a good thing. Kind of roll with me on this. You've got all the strength you need. You've got all the energy you need. It's just pointing in the wrong direction. We've just got to harness it and turn it around so that it is taking you in the direction you actually want to go. And I will tell you now, and it's not just from my experience, it's from the bucket load of people that have come through my courses and are now in mental mastery and what have you. There is such a buzz in taking charge, in knowing that you are taking action. You're doing something and it is taking you in a direction that you want to go. There's something really satisfying about that. Even if you're not where you want to be yet, knowing that you have taken charge and taken action is empowering. And some of you have already been expressing that through this series. You know, you're proud of yourselves, and rightly so, that you are doing the work and you are seeing how you taking control. Well, that's a buzz in itself. But what actions to take? We're going to get to that. But before I get to that, let's look at the facts. Every year, there are people just like you who are successfully learning how to get the fun back in their training and competing. They're increasing their motivation. They are coming out of the ring feeling proud of their efforts. And in fact, there are more people doing that today than were even this time last year. You know, this is a wave that is coming in more and more. And with all the information tools and resources out there, it has never been easier. Let's be honest. Now, I'm not going to say that it is easy. Remember, we were talking about habits, and in one piece of the puzzle is very definitely old habits. And if you've ever tried to change a habit before, you know that they aren't always easy to change. You know, particularly if you're trying to do it on your own. Healthy eating, anyone. You know, but with what's available to us right now is the absolute best time to make this happen. I mean, none of us are getting any younger. Time's a wasting. All right. So this is the best time that you've got to start making this happen. And especially if you're committed to knowing how to get the fun back in your training and competing, how to build your motivation, and how to come out of the ring feeling like a rock star with pride in how you've handled your dog. And more importantly, there's an awful lot of this that will let you have a stronger partnership with your dog. How will that feel? How will that feel when you have a stronger partnership with your dog? And think about having a community of other competitors who are on the same journey as you, all committed to creating a stronger partnership with their dogs too. And this is the opportunity that we have today. And it's why I am so passionate about mental mastery. It's why I'm so passionate about the mental side of competing, full stop. And it is the reason why I created Mental Mastery in the first place. So if you're a new competitor, and maybe you aren't even, you know, at a point where you're running full courses yet, or you're doing well in competition and you want to take your competing to the next level, Mental Mastery can help. So let's take a minute and we're going to talk about what's included in Mental Mastery and how it will help you get the fun back in training and competition, how it's going to help you feel more motivated, and how it's going to help you leave the ring feeling proud of your results, feeling like a rock star. and how it's going to help you get there easier and faster. Anybody down for that? Anybody want to go there faster? No, I would like to go slowly, please, Bob. So mental mastery was, it doesn't matter what notes I have, like, to keep me on track. I just enjoy riffing, so just, it's never going to be as scripted as it is when I write them. So mental mastery was specifically designed for competitors like you. And it's structured to break the whole process down step by step and to show you what to focus on to make big strides as quickly as we can. So it's broken down into 5 stages. And within that, you get one new piece of content into the system each week. Now, the 5 stages we talked about previously were Sprout to Snag, yeah? So if you haven't seen the last video, go back and watch number 3. That's going to make sense of that for you, don't worry. But all you need to know is it's very clearly broken down into stages. I walk you through the process so you know exactly how to get the fun back, how to feel more motivated to train and compete, and how to walk out of the ring proud of how you've handled, without getting sidetracked by all the usual frustrations. Okay? So here's the sort of things you're going to learn. Now, within the 5 stages, so Sprout to Snag, yeah? So we've got these levels that we come in, we're a raw beginner, like you maybe feel like you have no mental game whatsoever, you're maybe ready to quit, you don't know which end of you is up, right through to boss, rocking it, loving it, goals are, legit, life is rocking along with your priorities, so that makes sense. Within that, as I explained last time, I have these different themes, different domains is maybe a better way to put it. And at the minute we have 7 domains that you don't need to worry about. But I break everything down so that as you are going through each of the 5 stages, we're paying attention that each of these 7 areas that we need to be growing as we go along, we're taking care that there is content coming through for you when you need it that covers each of those 7 domains, but you're getting it in a stage that is appropriate for where you're at. So at any given moment in mental mastery, you don't need to worry about the other 4 stages beyond the one that you are currently in and what you are currently working on. And you'll see within each stage that there are things that you're like, oh, I can do that. And other things where you're like, ooh, no, I need to work on that. And that's what you work on, just that thing. That's it. Once you're done with that, great, fantastic. Color it in on your milestone sheet and move along. So it's all done in baby steps. So you don't get distracted. You're not going to get overwhelmed by tons of material out there. You just focus on what you need. So we cover things like so your narrative and your environment, self-talk. So this would be like taking you from feeling like maybe being really harsh to yourself, maybe feeling stuck, gremlins left, right, and center, through to being able to fight back to your gremlins, evict a bunch of gremlins, and to really be at a place where you can confidently level up and look at yourself with, if not joy, then equanimity, with fairness, where, I know a lot of you would come in, not a lot of you, but a lot of competitors get themselves to a place where their gremlins are telling them they suck left, right, and center, and they should just quit because they're rubbish and they're always going to be rubbish, as opposed to, actually, do you know what? There's things you're already doing well. Yeah, there's things you need to learn and grow at, but #human, right? So, but we follow all of those tracks. I take care of that. You just turn up. It's fine. So when you register, you're going to get access from Monday. So we're opening the portal because I've got some brand new stuff that is going in at the very, very beginning for you guys. And I want to make sure it's all good to go. So we're giving you this weekend to just do an inventory and look at, like, take this weekend as a benchmark. You know, where am I at? How am I doing right now? What am I thinking? Which gremlins are having fun at my expense? You know, where are they sabotaging me? Where are they trying to trip me up? You know, to really take stock this weekend before we open the doors for you on Monday. Okay. Each week there is a new item that is delivered into the membership community, into the portal, your own private members portal. And that will be things like one Monday, you'll get a video masterclass. So we're going to deep dive on a particular topic and make sure you really understand what you need to know about that aspect of mental game. You get brain training another week, and those are simple, downloadable, you know, written exercises, little ones that are quick and painless, but that are going to help you start to rewire your brain and build the connections that you're going to want to have. Now, none of this is painful. I promise you, brain trainings are so chill, but they are effective. Don't be fooled. Then there are Coffee with Kat videos that you'll get another week. And those are one-to-one coaching, live coaching that I've recorded with a member from our community. And you see their question being explored and how we work out what do they need to do that would push them forward. And what's really fun with these actually is when people go back and go, oh my gosh, look how far I've come. You know, because when you're in the midst of it, you don't even necessarily remember, oh, I did this Coffee with Kat, you know, 6 months ago. And wow, I would never need to have that Coffee with Kat now. You know, it's really cool. And then we also have a book club. So book club is a new piece of the puzzle. But you know, you guys are learners. And so the community members are like, okay, which books I want, you know, I want more. So I now have a book club in there. And really, you know, it's not a big time commitment, guys. You know, I mean, I will say, yeah, fine, absolutely. If you can, you know, think about one thing and work on that one thing through a month, you are going to see progress in it, you know. But it's not the whole point of mental mastery. I'm very aware that it's still not normal for people to work on their mental game the way they would on their technical game, you know. So I knew when I was setting it up, when I was creating it, that I needed to give people things that they could do alongside what they're already doing, their existing life and their existing training. So you're not having to find an extra, even 5 minutes every day to do stuff. You know, if you download, you watch a lesson, you take notes on it, okay, well then mull it over that week, mull it over that month if you really, you know, want to go for it. It's not about the amount of content that you can consume, but what you do with it, you know. And the good news is, you know, for as long as you are a member, you will have access to the material. So as you're progressing, you're going to have access to everything. And when you need it, as long as you stay a member, you've got access to it. So, you know, no worries. So you'll be able to reference it whenever you choose. And as many times as you like, because, you know, we all know we don't get everything on the first flyby, right? So you're also going to be supported with things like you've got access to comment sections under every lesson. So if you're watching something or reading something, you're like, this is not clear, you can immediately comment and ask your question and get feedback on that specific thing and what you need to do with it. There's also a bonus, which I'll tell you about in a sec, but let's just say there's a Facebook community, which I could brag on all night, but I won't. We have the Q&A live conferences, and I do throw in extras. I'm just going to say there are things that I throw in. So if there's something that is really weighing on me, then I'm like, no, I need to share this. I will go outside the schedule and add extra bits in. So I'm sorry, I will give you more. Oh dear. And yeah, I mean, I just can't get past our community. Like, I'm trying to rein myself in, but ultimately for me, that's what it comes back to, is that the community aspect of it, the feeling like you're not alone, you're not the only person that is going through what you're going through. That's priceless, that's priceless. And that's not me, that's our peeps. So know this: the people who get the biggest benefit from mental mastery are those that are fed up. You've got an irritation. There's something that you're not particularly loving in what's currently going on with you. You want to be a better teammate for your dog, or they want to be a better teammate for their dog, and they're ready to invest in themselves and do the work. Those are the people who get the most from it. So people like Karen, who was frustrated and not ready to bring her dog out in competition because she knew she was stressing out, and she's not only been able to compete, but has had multiple rosettes in not too long a time. Or someone like Megan, who'd been competing nationally for years, and after doing the work, is taking it international. I mean, I could go on and on and on. There's people on here, and I'm trying to not put pressure on anyone, but there are folks that are on here who are aiming higher and higher, and I'm deliberately not naming them, not because I'm not proud of them. I'm busting to mention them by name, because they are going higher than they have before, and in really quite extraordinary ways. But I also don't want to put pressure on anybody when it's so close to particular competitions. So I'm restraining myself, but you know who you are. So, I mean, if you see yourself in any of these stories that I've shared over the last couple of weeks of people, going from ready to quit to killing it, or leveling up, finally getting those last wins that they've been hankering after for long enough, all of that good stuff. Getting into the ring where they thought they never would, all of that. If you see yourself in any of those stories, and you want to get the fun back, you want to feel more motivated, you want to walk out of the ring feeling good about what you did in there, then mental mastery is for you. But let's also take a look from the other side and go, who will not do well with this? Who will not do well in mental mastery? It's not for anyone who just I kind of want to think about maybe possibly someday maybe doing something. It's not for kicking the tires, because I'm not, I don't want to take your money. If you don't want to do the work, this is not a magic wand. I'm tough loving you, but I'm going to be real about it. It's not, you've got to do the work. You've got to have commitment to succeed. I mean, to use the analogy, would you want to fly with a pilot who kind of knew how to fly? Or would you rather have a pilot who was committed to mastering the necessary skills? Who do you want to be? Do you want to be the kind of, I think I can kind of land, possibly maybe on a good day with a following wind, or whatever, or do you want to learn? Do you want to do it? So mental mastery is for those who are committed to doing what it takes to get the fun back in training and competing. If the intention and your attitude are not there, then please don't join. Please don't do that to yourself. I don't want anybody wasting money. I'd rather be real with you. I genuinely would. But how else are you supported through this process? So I've added extras because I want to make it even easier. I'm always looking for ways to make it even easier. I am all about helping you get the fun back. As you have seen in the last couple of weeks, we don't take ourselves too seriously, guys. We are determined to have fun and make it as simple as possible. I've seen where people get stuck. This is not my first rodeo. I've seen where people get stuck, and I've developed bonuses specifically to answer these challenges, so you can bust through your roadblocks. So the first one is our members only Facebook group. And I was trying desperately not to mention it before because I knew I could give you mental mastery, and there is grandage worth of value in that on its own, with just the comments section with the videos for you to go through on your own. There's grandage worth. It works. It's amazing. I stand over the content without a shadow of a doubt. It's not arrogant. It's just you guys, many of you that are on here can speak to the results, you know. So I'm not bragging on me. I'm bragging on that I know when people take it and run with it, this stuff works. So the Facebook group is gold on top of that. It is absolute gold. If you are struggling, feeling like you are the only one who struggles with this issue, and if you've tried to pretend that you are fine, yeah, I don't care, it's fine, yeah, I'm fine, yeah, we're just here for fun, while you're dying inside, then this group are going to give you clarity. This private members community will help you get free of that weight. There is no need to fake it in our membership community. Like, they will get you. You know, this community will understand you. You don't need to pretend. You can be real. It's okay. You ain't going to be judged. You're going to be loved on whether you like it or not. And as soon as doors close from registration, then we'll get you guys all in all together so we can welcome you all in one go. The next, you're going to get my goals workshop replay. And that was a video training I did, workshop obviously that I did. Have you ever wondered how to begin to set good goals that actually make sense for you in your life and that you're going to be excited to go after? In this bonus training, I'll show you step by step how it's done. And after this, you will immediately know how to assess which goals you want to set and which might be great for other people, but not for you, not a good fit for you. You will be able to establish that for yourself with this workshop. And again, once things go live on Monday, you'll get access to this in your members portal, in the bonuses section. It's cunningly hidden in the bonuses section. And finally, you are also going to get an invitation to my upcoming live video workshop on planning your winter training. So if you're struggling, maybe you're struggling to picture what you should do and how any of it is going to possibly help you have a better season next year. Well, in this advanced training, you'll learn how to plan the year ahead, starting with this winter, so that you will have clarity, feel motivated, and be able to maintain focus throughout next season. And these 3 bonuses were designed with you guys in mind so that you have extra help above and beyond what's already in Mental Mastery to help you overcome all the biggest challenges competitors face. All these bonuses are waiting in the wings for you. Okay. I want to throw something else out. I've also intentionally included a 100% money back guarantee. It's a 30-day. Jump in, try it. This program has worked for many competitors from all parts of the globe, competing at all levels of multiple dog sports. And I know that it can work for you too. If you do the work, it will work for you. Fact. But I also know that there's lots of too good to be true, fly-by-night promotions online, so you want to choose carefully who you learn from. And that's why I have included this guarantee. You can try Mental Mastery for up to 30 days. And if it's not everything that I say it is, and you don't feel like I've delivered, ask for a refund. By now, you've already seen Mental Mastery gets results, and it saves you time. But you do have alternatives. So let's take a minute and look at those. All right, you with me? All right. What would it cost if you were to try and learn all of this by yourself? Now, if you were to try to learn one-to-one, and say you got a weekly coach. So once a week, a one-to-one coach with no extra support through the week, you're looking at easily $6,000 a year. Easily. And that's without any ongoing, middle of the week, I'm having a crap day, help, what do I do? Or this gremlin came up, how do I handle that? Support in between times, right? Or you could keep on doing free series and buying books and all of that. But that's hard to sustain. If you've ever tried to change a habit, that can be really tough going. You can do it, but it's going to take you longer, and you'll have no one to check in with. Am I even going the right direction? I'm doing all this stuff, but is it taking me in the direction I actually want to go? So, that could be tough, but it can be done. And worst, what would it cost you if you do nothing at all? If you stay stuck, feeling like you're letting your dog down? There is another way. And when you add up all the hours you'd spent trying to do it alone, not to mention the frustration of not getting where you want to be quickly, well, I think, you'll excuse me if I say that, I think that you deserve to take the easiest, fastest route. So you can finally get the fun back, feel motivated, and come out of the ring feeling proud of how you handled. And the way to get there is mental mastery. The investment is $47 per month or $470 per year. That's US dollars, by the way. You can either pay monthly. It is a rolling monthly membership. Dead easy. Jump in, see how you go, right? Or if you join for the year, those of you who are good with maths will already have established, you get 2 months free by paying in a single payment. It's up to you, whatever you want, okay? To make the progress that you want in your life, you're gonna have to break your old habits. And the way you're gonna do that is by investing in this program. I will walk you through the entire process, step by step, for as long as you want me to. So you too can get the fun back in your training and competing. You can grow your motivation, and you can leave the ring feeling proud of how you handled, feeling like a boss. And if you follow what I'll show you, you will make progress. That's why I guarantee it. Now, the registration period, which is just about to open, will be closing Thursday, the 27th of September. And we do this so we can cater to all our new members coming into our community, all right? Once the registration period is complete, everyone is going to start the first phase. All the new people are going to start the first phase of onboarding into Mental Mastery together, so we can keep track of you and help you along as you bed in and as you start this process. All right, so your deadline to register is Thursday the 27th. That's next Thursday, 11:59 p.m. Pacific. All right. As you look to make a decision, just know this. If you're feeling overwhelmed, feeling like a failure, or you're struggling to take your competing to the next level, you're so normal. It is totally normal. There is nothing wrong with you. It's just skills. And for most of us, the biggest challenge that we have is trying to manage all this on top of our other responsibilities. Life is an ongoing competition for your time and attention. And it's a competition that you might feel like you rarely win. But it doesn't have to be that way. by making your goals a priority and having what you need to make them a reality. You can interrupt the pattern and get where you want to go. So ask yourself this. What's important in your life right now? What do you want to achieve in the months ahead? Knowing how to get the fun back, to feel motivated, and to be able to leave the ring proud of how you've handled is amazing. And it's going to give you a stronger partnership with your dog. So, in the final analysis, how long have you wanted to accomplish this for? And how many times have you pushed your goals to the back burner? Have you pushed yourself to the back burner because there's always something more important, or something that feels less awkward, or, you know, all your friends are doing, the FOMO takes over? You have the opportunity to make a change and to do something about it right here, today. And I would love it if you would join me and register for Mental Mastery. All right, there is a link. If it's not up already, it will be coming. I'll post it if nobody beats me to it. And I cannot wait to help you. So I hope that you will seriously look at this and that you'll just join us. Do it. Make yourself a priority and do it. All right. I'm going to go back to the questions and comments. Please, if you have any thoughts, anything that you want to know that I haven't covered, please post those now. I'm going to scroll back. For those of you lovelies watching on the recording, this is where I say adieu. The link for you is www.mentalmastery.online. All right, I'll see you in there.